feel like doing anything. Nothing at all.
What's up, everybody? This is Armin and Aaron. This is the Lazy Sunday podcast.
Was that recorded?
Yeah, that was recorded. I got all of that.
That's nice.
Boom. Got it. Yep, today all our favorite teams are dead. So we're going to be talking a lot about death.
Whole lot of death.
Whole lot of death.
Yep. It's okay. We'll be okay.
Yeah, it's actually fun. Fun episode.
It's a good episode. I think it'll be a good episode. Lots of death, but it's a great episode. Lots of fun.
Episode of Lazy Sunday Podcast coming right at you.
You know what's also really fun?
Today I don't feel like doing anything. I just wanna lay in my bed. Don't feel like picking up my phone, so leave a message at the tone. 'Cause today I swear I'm not doing anything.
All right, Aaron. How are you?
I'm good. Can't complain.
That's good.
Yeah, it's real good.
Real good.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to get into... what's up, everybody? This is the Lazy Sunday Podcast. I'm just going to keep saying that.
Yeah.
Already did our intro, but, you know, you guys probably want to know who we are.
Yeah, because if you're not listening, you don't know.
Exactly.
And if you are listening, you probably still don't know, so we're going to keep telling you.
We're going to keep telling you.
Yep.
My name's Armin, I mess this up every week, and I will never not get it right. Is it joined by... All right, it's just joined by. Joined by Aaron.
No,
I want
Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
Tune in later. He's our special guest.
Oh, you probably just heard him singing his name right there.
Well, he's in the background doing a recording session.
Oh, he's taking a shower, singing in the shower.
Yeah.
Jason Derulo. Shut up, Jason.
I know, it's really weird. All he does is say his name over and over again.
Come on, man. So, like I said earlier, this episode is about death.
Why is it about death, Armin?
Well, let's just tell you right now. Auburn is dead.
Dead.
The Colts are dead.
Titans?
Are dying slowly.
Close to dead.
Close.
They're dying.
I'm not going to put them in the dead category yet because
they're in first in the AFC South somehow.
Yes.
But when you watch them, you feel like you're dying.
Yes. Yeah. That is a very true statement because they are not a fun team to watch right now.
You know who is also dying? All the little cells in Andrew Luck's shoulder as he throws it 65 times and gets crushed every single time he drops back.
They're so dumb. I told you they weren't going to win 11 games. Oh, well. Damn it.
Are you sure? Look, all we got to do is win out.
Yep, that's all. And you got a good start this weekend against Buffalo. Oh, well, Buffalo's good now.
Well, is Nathan Peterman playing?
If he's playing,
and we got 3 touchdowns on defense.
You guys have no chance. If he's playing.
I would. If he played against us, I would buy his jersey because he would be the best player on the field for us.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know Auburn's dead, but that's just pretty much all I want to say about it. Because it's so frustrating.
I mean, we're going to win maybe 6. We're going to win maybe 7 games. Realistic, maybe 7, probably 6.
I don't think we win this weekend.
If we don't win this weekend, then we're getting 5.
Yeah.
Did you see we opened as a 5.5-point favorite?
I don't believe that. I can't believe it.
Unbelievable. After watching us play the last 2 weeks, I don't care how bad you think Ole Miss is. They can score.
Yeah. And
what makes you think we can score after watching us the last 2 weeks?
The thing is, I mean, that last weekend, Auburn didn't roll over and get blown out, where they really could have. They really could have just been like...
Tennessee's a bad football team.
Yeah. They made Jared Garantano and his receivers look like they're...
He had a career high in like every category.
Yeah. It was ridiculous.
There's not a lot of talent on that Tennessee sideline.
Yeah, I hated watching that game. We made that... Auburn did what they did in all their losses last year and this year they have a great first drive. The past couple years, they have a great first drive.
So really, we want to suck to start the game.
Yeah. Great first drive, and then they just
forget how to play football. Yeah.
Like Georgia 2016, we drove down up 7-0.
Did we score the rest of the game?
Didn't get anything.
Yeah.
They scored. They had 2 field goals, and their only touchdown came on
pick 6, right?
Pick 6.
Yep. Wow, I forgot about that.
And here, so I'm when it comes to Auburn, I'm a forever optimist. I argue that this is college football. Everybody puts way too much pressure on these
I think
people.
a lot of people live and die by it, where it's not that deep.
Yeah, I really don't think it. For a while, I lived and died by it, and I would get mad when people my age didn't play football well.
Yeah,
But the thing is, it's not everything in the world. Now hockey and NBA season's starting, and we'll talk about that. But I think, like I was saying, I've always been a forever optimist with Auburn. But Gus Malzahn, he's an offensive guru. So 6 years he's been our coach. I literally think in 2013, 2014 we were good offenses.
we had good offenses both those years.
2015
Not
awful.
good. Yeah, we were
One of the
really,
worst.
really bad.
2016 one of the worst towards the end.
Oh
No,
yes.
and still at the beginning.
We weren't
We were never good.
We weren't good all year. We were very average all year.
Very average. 2017
At that year, at Sean White's best,
we were good offense.
we were good, but we didn't.
When we won the 6 game, was it? However, we went on like an 8-game win streak.
in 2016.
And after we lost to Clemson and Texas A&M, we didn't lose again until Georgia, and we had we had a good offense run there. But in the games we lost, and then the rest of the game.
Well, the Georgia game, the Alabama game, and the Oklahoma game, we got absolutely thrashed in all 3 of those.
So Gus has a 50% average as a supposed offensive guru with a good offense.
Was our offense good last year?
Yeah. I think
I would say. I would say.
Yeah. I think we were. Kerryon Johnson was good.
Yes. I think we had the same thing kind of happen that happened in 2016. We were not great the first 2 weeks of the year.
Yeah.
And then after that, we picked it up and we won a bunch in a row. And then I would say we were not good against Georgia in the SEC championship, and we were not good against UCF in the bowl game.
Yep. I think. I don't know what it is.
I think Georgia was different, though. I think we were banged up pretty bad.
Yes. So yeah, we were pretty hurt.
Georgia was.
We didn't have a quarterback, or they for some reason kept playing Sean White.
Yeah.
But all right, let's move on from that sadness and death. But I guess my point is, if he's a supposed offensive guru, why can't he coach an offense?
Well, he's got 6 years to figure it out. 6 more years to figure it out for us.
Yeah. Oh God. Do you think he's staying?
At least the next 2. This year and the next 2.
I think
and then if he has
next year, he does have a good recruiting class coming in.
Yeah.
What, 4 or 5 stars?
Do you think Jared Stidham leaves for Bo Nix clears the way for Bo Nix?
Yes, I think Jared Stidham's
gone.
I think he's gone. Yeah. Yeah. No more, just death everywhere. Are we dying? Well, we will die.
Yeah, we're definitely dying.
But
all my cells are dying. But then they're living.
All my friends are
dead.
dead.
They're dying.
Take me to the. I'm not going to sing that song.
It's okay. Who sings that? If you can tell me who sings that, I'll be surprised.
Oh,
yeah, I'll be surprised if you can tell me this.
It's a little something.
It is a little something.
It's a little Pump.
It is not Lil Pump.
Who is it?
Lil Uzi Vert.
Actually knew that.
It's disappointing. Okay.
I knew it was a little. Hey, I got.
You didn't know it was a little.
I knew it was a little guy.
Out there, though.
I knew it was a little guy. All right, let's move on. Talk about moving on from death.
Moving on from death.
But this is a great transition
to life.
To life. Life on the line. Your online dynasty.
Oh!
In NCAA football.
What a transition.
What a transition. I'm a transition master.
Well, yeah, we've got me and 8 guys. I can't believe we haven't talked about this on before. Me and 7 other guys, so 8 guys total. And
congrats on having friends.
What?
Congrats on having friends.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
It's my only 7 friends. Because you're not one of them.
I know.
Yep.
We hate each other's guts.
We do hate each other's guts. No, me and 7 friends, we did this.
We both have guns to each other's heads.
Hypothetical. Hypothetical.
No, these are real guns.
Oh, God.
We have real guns pointed at each other at all times while we're sitting here.
You just...
Finger on the trigger.
Well, I tried to pull it a couple times, but...
It's actually, we practice safe gun.
So it's unsafe.
Yeah, don't keep your finger on the trigger. You keep it to the side.
Well, my gun's turned to the side and my finger's on the trigger because it's a kill shot.
Ooh, that's a kill shot. That's a kill shot. There's a good, what movie is that? Date Night.
Yeah, there you go.
Reference.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yep.
Steve Carell, Tina Fey.
Yep. That's an old one. Not a good one. An oldie, not a goodie.
It's all right.
Yeah.
It's not for me, but it's all right.
Same.
All right. Tell your story. I keep interrupting.
No, you're good. You're good. Me and 7 other guys, while we were in college, we did this. You go play NCAA 14 RIP. Great game.
It's not dead because you're playing.
RIP any future NCAAs.
They're bringing it back.
Long live NCAA 14. We get the worst 8 teams in the game, and we draw out of a hat to get the teams. We do this. We did it during college. We took like 2 years off, and now we picked it back up again probably a month ago. I am your very own, no longer in Division I, Idaho Vandals. The Vandals are
From Moscow.
Yes. And it's
Idaho.
just
Moscow, Idaho.
What?
You know they're right across. They're like pretty much neighbors with Washington State.
No, I did not know that. How close are they?
Like, kind of like 30, 45 minutes, I think.
Oh, that's not bad at all. No.
Yeah.
So
Let me look. Keep telling about it.
Yeah, what we do is we have these teams. They're all the worst teams in the game, and then we turn the difficulty all the way up, change the sliders to make it even more difficult, and we just play. We try and play a game every couple of days, and then we schedule the hardest teams in the country to try and get our rating up, and then we also play each other. We have 4 teams in the Sun Belt, so it's a buzzsaw in there right now.
That's... Whew.
Yeah, but we have 2 undefeated teams, and I think every other team has a 500 or a losing record. I'm ranked 8th in the country because I beat LSU in Baton Rouge by 3. I beat West Virginia in Idaho.
They came all the way up to Moscow.
Yeah, in triple overtime because they missed an extra point and I made one. And then I beat Boise State the first week of the year. Those were like my 3 big games. I've won 2 user games. And I'm just trying to climb. I'm getting the hell out of Idaho. I gotta get.
What's the user games?
So user games is like one guy's Georgia State. He's in the Sun Belt, so I had to play him as an interconference game. So we get online and we play each other online, and it counts for the. And I just had another one last night with who's the other team? South Alabama. So it was it's pretty good. It's fun though, man. We just play every single year, and you just try and kill everybody.
It's only 17 minutes away from Pullman, Washington.
I had no idea they were in Moscow. What an interesting. When you said Moscow, I was just lost, but I was just rolling with it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't even know.
Well, I'm getting out. It's a very, very temporary spot.
Very temporary spot.
Yes.
Yeah. Thinking of going into like not a Sunbelt teams, but we're a conference. What conference is Mountain West?
Yes.
In the Mountain West Conference, yes. Aaron and I's teams, Hawaii and UNLV.
My team's not doing so hot. Yours doing pretty well. My team's gotten smacked the last 2 weeks.
Are we going to say, are they dead?
My team's for sure dead. Your team's very much alive.
Yeah, my team. So last week, Hawaii. Well, 2 weeks ago, they dressed their backup quarterback as their starter, who was hurt during warm-ups to fool the other team.
Those Rainbow Warriors, they're so tricky.
They're so silly.
Silly guys.
Yeah, they just lost to BYU pretty bad this past week, but you know what? 6-2, hanging in there. I think they're still in the running for Mountain West division title. Or
I would imagine if they're 6-2.
Yeah, and BYU lost, and I think they lost to Nevada. I think was
I'm not sure.
Or Navy. They lost to Navy. No, they beat
Navy.
Army. They lost to Army.
Yep.
Very close game, though.
Yeah, they beat the midshipmen.
Yeah.
UNLV's bad.
They're dead.
They're dead.
Gosh.
Like I said,
that's all this death.
Lots of death.
All this death.
You want to talk about a little birth?
Whoa.
Well, I was going to put on your home video of your birth.
Oh, my God. I hope not.
No.
Where would you get that?
Rhonda sent it to me.
Oh, okay. She did.
Yeah.
I forgot she sent it out.
Yeah. She shared it on the Google Drive.
Oh, talking about a little birth. I like it. NBA, NHL seasons. NHL season's 1 week in almost, or 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks in.
Almost 2 weeks in.
And NBA started tonight.
Yes.
76ers Celtics.
What's going on right now as we speak?
And also for NHL Preds One of the best teams in the country.
Look, I'm going to be honest with you. Nobody cares about hockey until the playoffs. It's just like baseball.
Aaron, to be on this podcast, you have to talk about hockey during the hockey season.
Okay, well, we just talked about it. So basketball.
No one cares about
NBA.
NBA is even worse during the regular season.
Fake news. Do you follow anything on Twitter? Do you remember anything about last year during the regular season?
Exactly. It's all off-season playoffs.
No, did you follow
The
anything?
NBA off-season is the best in sports. Their regular season is the worst.
CP3 literally led troops in an underground tunnel last year to go fight the Clippers. Are you kidding me?
They didn't fight them though.
They did.
They were. No,
They did. Blake Griffin. They raised his jersey and told him he was a Clipper for life and traded him 3 months later. There's storylines everywhere.
That's not a.
The whole year, LeBron. Is he going to leave? Isn't he going to leave? Well, of course he was going to leave all year. Now we got LeBron in a Lakers jersey with Lonzo.
Guess what that was? Off-season.
No, that was during the season.
Yeah, they were all talking about it, but they were playing a game. No one was talking about it. Nobody playing the games.
Yeah,
the games don't matter.
You don't show up to the regular season for the games. J.R. Smith threw a bowl of soup at an assistant coach last year. You don't come to the NBA for the regular season games.
This is one
you come
team.
for the stories.
2 teams that we've talked about.
Kyrie thinks the Earth is flat, and
that was off-season talk.
No, he did that during the regular season too.
It was either off-season or playoffs.
No, he did it. He talked about it during the regular season, the whole season.
He got asked.
Look, you don't watch enough NBA.
He got asked it.
You don't watch.
No. He got asked it.
I'm NBA shaming.
Do you know what he got asked it at the preseason?
Do you know what it's called?
Preseason March Madness
media
thing.
days.
Media days.
Media days.
I know, come on, every sport has fucking media days.
They sound pretty heated about this.
I am. I am very heated.
Hockey guys getting triggered.
I'll talk about the NBA, but you have to give NHL its due as well. You have to do your research. If I'm going to do my research on the NBA, you have to do your research on the NHL.
I'll do my research. I know they're tough guys.
You have to watch one game
a week.
I'll give a week.
Okay, I can do that.
One game a week.
Okay.
I would watch the Toronto Maple Leafs. They're very good.
I've heard that people compare them to the Golden State Warriors. I've heard it. The guy who does Barry Melrose, does he do hockey?
Yes.
He used to have the beard. He's got the long silver hair.
Yes.
He talks about. He compared him. I was watching SportsCenter the other day.
Okay.
He's getting a little up there in age, but he doesn't look as good when he
I will
shaves.
watch one NBA game. Once college basketball comes on, I watch every college basketball game.
Okay, see,
but you have to watch. I'll watch one NBA game. You watch one hockey.
Okay, college basketball, I'm just going to let you know, is a way watered down version of basketball. It's not nearly as good as the NBA. People love college basketball. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. They love it because of the energy around it. The product on the court is so much worse than the NBA.
Well, every college sport is.
I would say football. Football's almost...
No, NFL is so much better.
It's more...
Product-wise?
It's more
yes.
exciting in college a lot of the times. You end up with a lot more high-scoring games in college than you do in NFL. In basketball, it's always the opposite. Always the opposite. They score less, they shoot worse. It's always
which is more exciting.
Scoring.
No, well, NBA I find extremely boring during the regular season.
It's because
you can have. There's probably 2 or 3 exciting games that people don't remember individual games.
That's not
in
true.
The regular season.
You remember when Gordon Hayward broke his leg?
That was preseason.
That was the first game of the regular season.
I thought he played 5 minutes. It said. I thought it was.
Yeah. He played 5 minutes in the regular season. You don't care because you're a hockey guy.
No, I know Gordon Hayward broke his ankle and he's coming back today. And Kyrie got hurt before the playoffs last year.
Yeah, you do. I know a bunch of things about hockey.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do. The Capitals didn't choke against the Penguins last year. They beat them. They also came back down from 0-2. The Vegas Golden Knights, I think, only lost 1 game going into the Stanley Cup Finals. They only lost 1?
No, they lost more.
No, I mean like in the playoffs.
Yeah, they lost more than 1 going into that game.
I think you'll need to check your facts. I'm the hockey guy on this podcast, so you'll probably need to check your facts on that one. Okay. How about the whole Jimmy Butler? People are hockey.
It's all off season.
Hockey got okay. And
Jimmy Butler. All this stuff has been off season.
Name me one story that the NHL has produced in 6 months. One story.
Caps won.
Okay.
John Tavares got traded to the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Okay, I'm going to tell you this.
You don't follow...
On the same
it's
day...
all different circles. You got to combine the different circles. Come on.
I'll give you a bottom line. I'll give you if Jimmy Butler, who's not the biggest star, he's not even a top 10 player. I'd say he's top 15 for sure. I'm a huge Jimmy Butler supporter. I think he's the second guy. He can be the second guy on a championship team. He can't be the first guy. He just is not that kind of guy.
I think he has the best chance for the Timberwolves.
No.
Not
anymore. He just absolutely big dicked the fuck out of Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. He is so inside Andrew Wiggins' head that he came in there and called him a little bitch and pushed him around, and then Andrew Wiggins walked up to him after practice and dapped him up and pretty said, "Hey man, what you doing after this? You want to hang out?" Jimmy Butler probably looked at him like, "What do you mean? I just punked you and your whole team." They threw the ball into Karl Anthony Towns. Jimmy Butler's in a wife beater and a pot belly because he hadn't practiced all summer. Says, "This bench ain't going to score on me," and Cat dribbles it off his foot. And then all these other guys apparently looked at Karl Anthony Towns and Wiggins. His whole goal was to make sure that everybody knew these two dudes were pussies before he gets traded. He said, "I'm not going to be here. Y'all are pussies. I'm going to make sure everybody knows it before I leave." That's what he did. That's the most big dick move of all time.
Okay. But he's not going to win a championship.
Oh, absolutely not. Yeah. He's going to get traded to, like, the Clippers, and they'll win 41 games. And
like I was, his best chance before all that, because,
Yeah. Sorry,
before all that, he would have been...
I'm yelling about it, but I absolutely loved it. It was, and then he called Rachel Nichols the night before and said, "Hey, I'm gonna have something for you tomorrow." And she flew up the night before to do that interview as he walked out of practice.
But didn't Tom Thibodeau? Apparently, he loved it.
Yeah, and that's why he's probably gonna get fired. What kind of psychopath lets his two best players get punked by the guy that's about to leave the building?
I don't think they're going to trade him now.
Yeah, which is awful. Are you kidding me? I can't wait. It's going to be brilliant on the court this year, watching Jimmy Butler just mentally fuck Karl Anthony Towns every single night. Sorry, I've dropped a lot of F-bombs, but I love the NBA.
It's garbage.
That's fine.
It's the most entertaining.
It's got the best storylines. The regular season.
They have really good storylines.
But the regular season.
But their product on the court is not good.
No, it's good. It just doesn't matter because we know what the end result's going to be.
Yes.
That's
my argument.
That's fine with me.
And I think hockey has no storylines.
Hockey has no storylines, and then once you're in the playoffs, literally anybody can win.
Regular season, though, is for me. It's a little bit like the NBA, but you don't have any stuff like that.
No.
In the locker rooms, the hockey players are so much different than NBA players.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? I think that hockey has one of the best playoffs in all of sports.
Oh, no, I do too.
I've said that the whole time. I think hockey hockey in the playoffs is great. Playoff hockey is great. Playoff baseball is great. Regular season, any one of those sports, I could care less, but it's the same way where you don't really care about the NBA regular season. It's because we don't really follow it, but it's fine. But
I like college basketball. I like college sports better because they aren't as good as NBA players.
Yes.
But they try every game.
Yeah.
But NBA player, it's their job to go out there and do that. It's same with NFL and college football.
Yeah.
That's all right. That was a soapbox.
Yeah, we got derailed big time there.
Extremely derailed, and we broke off from the Ass Only podcast.
Yeah, big time.
We did. We both said curse words.
I said the dick word a few times and the fuck word a few times.
I will bleep in ass there.
Just cover up, put in ass everywhere I said those.
Okay, that was all right.
I think I said pussy once too.
You said it like 4 times.
Yeah, it's because Karl Anthony Towns looks like a
I didn't know
P word.
All right, we'll talk about that later.
And a big B word.
All right.
Some would call him a pussy ass bitch.
Oh, a bad.
Put them all together. I feel bad for all. If there's, we'll have to put an explicit next to this.
Yeah.
Don't let your children listen to this.
But it doesn't matter though because they live in. That's Milwaukee Bucks.
Minnesota.
Idiot. They got the Vikings. Hey, stop messing with my shoes.
Oh, is that what you've been looking at? My bad.
Yeah.
You don't even have one lace in.
I know it came out. It broke.
Oh.
All right, there's a good transition. Let's transition now.
Again, more transitions.
into a new weekly segment. This is Tyler's question. You won't know. Aaron doesn't know who Tyler is.
T-Dog. Me and T-Dog go way back. What are you talking about? What's up, T-Dog? Hit me up on the celly.
He's going to give us a question every week, and we're going to answer it.
Okay.
One day he might come on the podcast, but
maybe we'll put a bag over his face so I can't see him.
And so listeners can't see him.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
We will distort his voice.
Oh yeah.
But his question is, with all the recent backlash with the new Star Wars movies, 7 and 8, there's a lot of backlash. People don't like them. Even Solo and Rogue One.
Less on 7. I'd say there's less.
There's still a lot.
I think that's revisionist history, though. When it came out, it was loud.
People loved it. But with the recent backlash with those movies, if you were given the total reins of Star Wars universe right before Episode 7 came out, if you got to remake the Star Wars universe before Episode 7 came out, would you remake it differently? And how would you remake it? What would you do differently?
I'll let you go first because I'm kind of still formulating my thoughts on this. I've got a couple ideas, but
I thought about this last night. It was so I love Episode 7.
Yep.
And Episode 8, I like it too. And it's not my favorite Star Wars movie, but what I would do with Episode 7, my biggest complaints is that Luke, Leia, and Han have almost no happiness. Pretty much. I wouldn't make Kylo Ren Han and Leia's son. I would make him either still leave an apprentice of...
But Armin, Star Wars is like a poem. It rhymes.
Let me keep going.
Sorry.
Let me keep going.
I apologize.
I would like to see... Look, I don't mind some tragedy in it. I would like to have seen Luke have a Jedi Order built up and actually be able to see Jedis fight against the Sith again. Mm-hmm. But we won't have that now unless this next movie jumps 10 years in the future. But I wanted to see more of the New Jedi Order, New Republic, and have the First Order kind of be like, not how the Rebellion was, but kind of be like the Russians. So they're former Soviet Union. They just got dismantled. They could kind of be like Russia, because what happened in the books and all this stuff, Mon Mothma, we're diving in some nerdy stuff right here. Mon Mothma, she didn't want a big army, so she cut it down.
She demilitarized.
Demilitarized, pretty much. And that is what made Leia realize the First Order and the Empire were still out there, so she took an offshoot and formed the Resistance. I think the New Republic should have just been like the United States before, when they were formed a new country and all this stuff. Well, and all this stuff, what the heck? Yeah. And they just wanted to be like have just militias. Mm-hmm. But then War of 1812 happened, and they realized, all right, we need a standing army. So I would like to see a New Republic army, and I would like to see Jedis and Sith. You could still add... I would have liked to see more from the EU added in there. There's so much weird stuff, though. I would like to see more of the stuff from the EU added. Maybe Luke has a wife and a kid who's in the Jedi Order. And then I liked the twin...
Who's your villain? I don't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm trying to... Okay. I liked the aspect with the twins, and then the twins of Han and Leia. Mm-hmm. The guy goes bad, so that can be your Kylo Ren, but the girl stays good, and that could have been Rey or something. And this is very... I don't have all the money, so it's a good thing I'm not remaking these.
Yeah.
But have the Sith and First Order still be bad, but don't have them come out in that first movie and be such a powerful force. Because it's been 20 years, but it's not like I don't know. Have them be like a more menacing, like smaller,
like
creeping force in.
Slowly, it's like they're slowly wrapping their arms or their hands around your throat instead of just beating you with a hammer like they did.
Yeah, to have a Starkiller base shoot you down in the first movie.
Yeah.
I would have liked to see it just a little bit different. So like, good guys, more Jedi. More Jedi Order. You could still focus on the new characters and phase out older ones, but they deserved way more than Han could still die in the first one if he wanted to. Then be stabbed in the chest by his son.
Yeah.
Leia deserved more. Well, rest in peace.
Yeah.
And Luke, I think, deserved more than he was great in Episode 8, but he deserved more than his.
I agree. I think Luke's in the new trilogy he's been given the shaft.
All right, there's my soapbox. But let me New Republic, Jedis, still new characters, more from the EU, more menacing or more slowly building bad guys.
Yeah.
Boom.
I'm not gonna lie. I really like The Force Awakens. I don't have many qualms with it.
No, I still love it. This is a fantasy.
Is if you could go.
If I could go back and restart it all over, yes.
Yeah. See, the problem with me is like, I like a lot of the stuff you said. I like a lot of the stuff you said. Absolutely. But I don't know how
you wanted to form the NBA in it.
Yeah.
Form the NBA. You just formed the NBA in space.
The intergalactic basketball league. Yeah. And then the best players just are the strongest people in the Force. And they just...
We just described the Monstars.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, pretty much. I would not change. I think I really like the way Episode 7 is set up. I like some of the stuff that J.J. Abrams left open. And that's where I kind of... I like Episode 8, but I think it was just... With everything that was set up in 7...
And it's a 3-day movie.
Yes, and that's what sucks. It picks up immediately right after, and you just go... I think the stuff between Rey and Kylo is like good, but do you really need it?
Yeah.
And then I also don't... I think a lot of it... I think JJ is going to... I'm not even going to give you my... Because I don't even know what I would do. I can't think like that. I would have to sit down and write like what I would think, but... I think JJ is going to retcon quite a few things.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think Rey's parents is something I feel like they might be dead, buried in a desert somewhere.
Death.
Yeah, more death. But I also think they are somebody.
Yeah, I think so too.
So,
Last Jedi has some of the best scenes.
Yeah.
For Star Wars, the Kylo and Rey fight against the guards.
Great.
I love the light speed into the ship.
Another great scene, I agree.
Luke's fight, but there's some things I wish they had done differently.
Same. Looking forward at Episode 9, and now this is just general Star Wars talk. I'm going to give you the 4 new characters. Where do you want them to be by the end of the film?
Okay.
Where do you want them to be by the end of the film?
So...
and you can explain like...
Kylo, Rey, Finn...
It's the 4 new main characters, yeah.
Poe?
Poe.
I'll start with Poe. He's just going to be a general.
Yes, I agree.
He's just going to... He's a Han Solo-like character.
Yeah.
Finn, I don't think Finn's going to die. I think he's going to become something in the New Republic. I didn't like his arc.
His arc was terrible.
I didn't like his arc in the last one just because he's I don't know.
Go fetch this. Oh, actually, it's the wrong guy. Oh, he'll still work. Oh, it was for nothing.
His first movie.
He had the same arc. He had the exact same arc. It was the.
I'm running away.
Yeah.
But wait, I found
Rey
a purpose. I found a purpose. Other movie. I'm running away to find Rey, but still I'm running away. I gotta help Rey. But no, I think he's either gonna die or.
I think he's gonna die.
There's all of these characters. There's so many that have been killed.
I know.
There's no resistance anymore.
Yeah. There were 8 people left in the resistance.
But if he doesn't die, I think he's going to continue being... I think he'll be... Him and Poe will continue being friends, and he's gonna be. See, I don't know. He's just so nothing.
That's how very much how I feel about
it too.
It's very much how I feel about
John
Finn now.
Yeah, I like John Boyega.
Character's a whole bunch of nothing.
I wish they had done something else with him. Ray lives. She's gonna either pull a Frodo and go off into the outer reaches of space, and find true meaning of the Force or something. And Kylo is dead.
All right, so we differ a few ways. I think
Kylo does some redemption thing, but it doesn't bring him back. It doesn't bring him back to good because killed Han Solo. Killed Han Solo, tried to kill Luke, and almost killed Leia.
That's why I think
that's three of the You're seeing a guy try to kill three of the big three. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no way.
I don't think he's dead at the end. I think they leave it very open.
You think him and Rey try to go out into the outer reaches and find the true meaning of the Force?
No, I think that would be the worst. If they did that, I'd be so pissed.
I honestly think that's where they're going.
God, that would be awful.
Just I think they'll try to pull a Lord of the Rings on us.
I want Kylo to go. He's committed in the first, especially after the last movie. How do you redeem him?
That he can't be.
I think he is. You have to take him.
Well, what sucks
all the way to the edge.
Yeah, what sucks though, he's pretty much been all the way to the edge, with his anger and stuff in this last one. That was his big bad moment. His coming of age as a bad guy.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you were going to redeem him, it had to be before then.
Yeah.
Because he didn't kill Snoke for the right reasons.
No.
He didn't kill Snoke because it was the right thing to do. He killed Snoke because the apprentice kills the master and takes all the power.
Yeah.
Even though they're not Sith. Which is stupid. They should have been Sith. Because now, they're just dark side users.
Yeah. Tyler, this question has been... Yeah, I had a lot of thoughts on it.
Same.
And I don't know. There's so much stuff that they could have done. Could have done better. No, definitely not.
Well, I kind of think you see at the end of the movie that Finn is dead. Rey is... She thinks they've won, but they've also won at a cost. I think there is going to be a big time jump. I think it'll be like a 5-year time jump, but still, these movies.
Do you
think? I think it'll be similar to Return of the Jedi. Is how I think it'll probably.
What was it? The Return of the
Jedi. Luke. They all win, but I mean Darth Vader. It cost Luke his father.
What's the time jump between
4 or 5 years? No, it's actually. I think it's shorter. It's 1 or 2 years.
2 years, I think. If they had done a time jump between Force Awakens and Last Jedi, I think that would have...
Well, the first 2 movies, that's what makes me so mad. It happens all in the span of a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's even a week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I don't know. But yeah, Tyler, there's our answers. That was a long-winded Tyler's question. Let's move on.
Yep, I agree.
That was a good one.
Yep.
That was good. All right, we're going to talk about some movies now. Let's get it, boy. All right. That's a good transition. It made it sound like I took a break, and then I just said, all right. But all right. Venom. More Venom talk.
Making boatloads of money, baby. Just like I predicted. Just look, Sony is sending me my check in the mail for my promotion of the movie. But like I said, there's definitely going to be a Venom 2. I'll say that. Definitely going to be a Venom 2.
And we get to see more of Woody Harrelson's terrible wig.
Terrible wig, but I think that wig will change. I also think Ruben Fleischer will not direct the sequel. Even though he is hinted very heavily that he will be directing it, I think it'll change.
I think he will.
You think he will?
Yeah.
I mean, it's made tons of money. It's over $300 million on a $100 million budget.
It's good.
Yeah. So... probably $50 million marketing.
It just pisses me off that we'll never see Spider-Man and Venom in the same movie for
years, because the MCU's not letting go of him for a while. I don't think.
I think they might have to though. I haven't looked at the deal or anything, but
I think the deal will be restructured to where Sony gets more of a cut because they have more leverage now than they had when the initial deal was struck.
yeah.
I think even though they already get a large portion of the money, but I think the deal will be restructured again.
Okay.
Once it ends, but I don't.
Hey, scoot up.
I don't think they'll get them out of the.
I would move your chair around. We're still recording. I'm not going to cut this. I hope that people have heard you. If not, then we're in trouble.
Well, I think they have.
Oh, well, yeah, probably.
Well, I feel like I was talking pretty loud. So,
yeah. Oh well.
No, I think it'll be restructured.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it will be. What they could do is just add a Spider-Man, get their own Spider-Man for Sony.
Just bring back Andrew Garfield. That's what everybody's calling for. All the big fans, all the real fans.
All the real fans want Andrew Garfield
back.
back.
All the real fans want Andrew Garfield back.
I think. I don't want them to. Actually, I don't want them to add Spider-Man. Because it would just convolute everything.
Yeah. That's the thing.
It would ruin Venom.
The only time you could do it is in the third one, but at that point, it doesn't even make sense for why would he ever leave Eddie?
Yeah.
At that point.
I agree.
He's already been through so much with Eddie, why would he leave?
Yeah.
So.
All right. It's doing well. Oh, well. I don't care.
I'm happy for it. I'm happy.
Good for Tom Hardy.
Me, personally, very happy for it.
Good for Tom Hardy. So you saw A Star is Born. You said it's good.
It's good. The soundtrack is great. Bradley Cooper, much better singer than I thought he was.
Is it original songs or is it?
It's all original, I believe, except for maybe the last song.
Okay.
But all the other ones are original.
Okay.
They're good songs. Lady Gaga, very good.
You have a fun fact for us.
It's like the fourth time this movie's been made.
There's a fun fact for you.
Different scenarios every single time, but it was like made in the 30s, made in the 60s, made in the 80s, and then made again now. So it was like,
whoa!
It was like a rock star. In the 60s, it was a actor, and in the 30s, it was I think it was a musician or a play, like someone who acted on Broadway. But those were the normal things. You checking those dates?
I was, but I'm gonna send text right now.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah,
well,
popular.
Yeah. Oof.
While we podcast. Sorry, texting while I work.
No,
sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Go ahead. No, I think it was made those 4 times, but not 100% sure. But it was a good movie. I would recommend going to see it.
I might. It's more of a date movie, right?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to go see it. Just sit in and
solo.
see Star is Born by myself.
Yeah, it's kind of sad too.
I've heard.
Yeah.
I've heard it's a tearjerker.
Yeah.
In other news, DC Universe TV stuff, Titans was released. Yep. And it's got good reviews.
Good reviews. What do you know what the reviews were exactly?
I do not.
I think it was like 86% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Oh, wow.
After the first 2 episodes.
That's really good.
Yeah, but no, it sounds. Everybody says that the guy who plays Robin is very, very good, and they're looking forward to what's coming. I'm excited.
Good. I am excited to see it. Aaron and I decided today that we're going to share a subscription to DC.
Yeah,
TV.
DC TV Universe streaming app, whatever it is. It's got all kinds of stuff on it. Comics, animated movies.
Yeah. Have you seen the pictures from the CW shows? They're doing Elseworlds.
The Elseworlds. Grant Gustin is going to be Arrow.
Yeah.
Stephen Amell is going to be the Flash.
Then Superman.
Black suit Superman. I need to go back and watch. It'll probably be the same thing I did with Smallville with like Supergirl. I've seen all of Legends of Tomorrow, and I actually really like Legends.
What I do is I just watch the crossover episodes.
Yeah.
Because they're
good. They're actually good.
Like, crossover episodes are fine.
Yeah. The last couple of seasons, I watched not last season of Arrow, but the season before last, and it was good. And I haven't watched The Flash in a couple of seasons. There was 1 or 2 seasons where it just
same thing.
Yeah, it just got bad. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
81% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
80% audience score. So critics and audience
like it.
Feel the same way.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Some more death news. Is Captain America dead? Chris Evans tweeted pretty much a goodbye after after his last day of shooting for Avengers 4.
He rapped on set, right?
Yep. And another quote, is that a trick or truth?
I think it's a trick.
Yeah. There's no way Disney would have left that up. In no way Chris Evans would have tweeted that.
No, there's no. He's way too conscious.
Yeah.
Of what's going on, but now every single time he goes on like a late night talk show, it'll be and they'll pull out their card that they have underneath their desk of the tweet, and they put it up there. What's this mean? And he was like, oh, it was just really emotional. It's just something to talk about. It reminds you that Avengers 4 is coming.
Yes.
It's down the pipeline, because I don't think we're going to get much marketing for it at all. So I think we're going to kind of get bits and pieces like that, where it's not really marketing, but it's them telling you, hey, we're still here.
It's a hot scoop.
Yeah.
From the world of Armin news and my Reddit deep dives. Apparently the trailer...
I've read this.
Is going to be released either on the November, I think it's 18th.
Good.
Or the 30th.
Okay.
Or December 12th.
Okay, so we've got a month span there.
Yes.
Okay, good. I really love that.
They will be released in the next 2 months.
Great. Love to hear that.
Look at that. That's some hot scoop. That's a hot scoop.
Did you read the leaked trailer description?
Yes. Which one did you... this can go in one of our segments. Because there's a lot of funny stuff in the
leak. I think that's fake. I think it's so.
Some of the fake leak trailers are hilarious.
Yeah, the one that I read, I have to believe it's fake, because it doesn't sound like.
Which one did you read?
Tony shows back up with Nebula. Him and Steve look at each other. We were destined. He says, like, there's a voiceover. We were destined to lose. Somebody shows up at the end. They open a box. It's got like one of the stones in it, and then it ends with like Thanos, one of the stones disappearing out of the gauntlet, and he puts it back on. And I'll find it. I'll find it.
Huh.
Which one did you read?
I think it was something like that. It was where they go and find Captain Marvel, and Thor has to get an army.
Oh no, I didn't read this one. We read two very different ones.
Oh,
okay.
That's great.
Contradicting reports.
But yeah, both of them sounded dumb. The one I read, it sounded somewhat real, but I was like, it's a trailer leak. How many times would this guy have to watch this trailer to know the lines of dialogue and all this stuff?
How many times did you get to watch the rough cut of the trailer?
Yeah.
That's what it was, apparently.
Yeah.
Okay, I found it.
I don't care.
Okay.
Moving on. You think it's a trick?
Yeah, 100%.
I think it's a trick, too.
100%.
You can read it, actually. I was joking.
No, it's okay. This isn't the one I had.
All right.
Yeah, this isn't the one I had.
All right.
Also, I just read something on here. It did get me, though. How pissed off is Rhodey that the War Machine suit has been the same since Iron Man 2?
He gets more guns.
Kind of.
Yeah, he gets more guns. He gets more rockets and stuff.
He gets a couple more. But then he looks over at Tony, and Tony's got this nanotech
Stuff
suit. Yeah, he's just got to be like, dude, my back might not be broken right now. He just looks at him like, you kidding me?
New Spider-Man suit.
Looks good.
Looks good.
Really like
I'm excited about this movie.
I
guess Jake Gyllenhaal is Mysterio.
Yeah, with those leaks. I was going to ask, is this entire movie being filmed just outside? Like in real locations? Like
it looks like it.
Because there's been so many leaks. I feel like every other day.
But the thing is, they're not leaks, but they're just pictures from set.
Yeah, they're just set photos, not leaks.
Yeah,
because we don't really know anything about the story yet, except we know Spider-Man's alive, which we all already knew. But
yeah, it might not be Peter Parker.
I mean, Tom Holland's been on set though.
It might be a Peter Parker from another dimension.
Huh? Do you think they do that? Still got Zendaya though.
She might not have disappeared.
That's true.
I don't know. It's Peter Parker's alive.
Yeah.
They're gonna bring him back somehow.
Yeah. Is he gonna be the leader of the Avengers?
No. Oh, he's a kid. Why would they put a kid in charge of the Avengers?
The only one who knows he's a kid is Doctor Strange. And Chris Pratt. But he's off in space.
And Tony Stark.
Yeah. Well, Tony Stark's dead.
No, he's not.
He will be.
I think Cap's dead, Tony Stark's alive. Or they both die together.
I see them both dying together. Or one dies for the other. You're right. One could die for the other. And
I also kind of see them sending Captain America back in time. Back in time to like the 70s or 80s.
Because he doesn't age.
Yeah.
Is that why? Yeah, that would make sense.
And then...
That would actually be cool. That's the first time I've heard that.
That's no, that's not a scoop. That's just a theory.
Is that an Armin original?
That's an Armin original.
Wow, that's a good one. Yeah, I'm a big fan of that.
But we'll get into some Avengers theories in a minute. Yeah, suit looks cool. It's like the Superior Spider-Man suit, which is something.
Yeah. It's definitely something. Not nothing.
I have a couple other things written, but we don't have to talk about them.
Okay.
Movies. We're running long on time here.
Yeah, we have. I feel like we've been going a long time. Been pretty
50-minute mark, baby. Yeah. Let's get into some segments. First one we're just gonna keep talking about the Avengers.
Yep. Because we're big Avengers guys.
Yep. These are our dumbest Avengers 4 theories.
Okay.
Ones that you've heard and read.
There was a really bad one I saw where it was everybody goes into the quantum realm. Like literally, they go back. Everybody goes in. They all go back in the past, except they all go to different parts of the past, and they all start plucking the stones. I'm like, there's no way they do that because it just like you're essentially not fighting Thanos at that point. Like,
yeah,
you're not like you've completely eliminated him from and you're erasing everything that was done. Like, I think they're gonna erase everything that's done in the first movie, but in a more interesting way. But that one was so bad. It was just like time hopping through here. Oh, let me get that. Let me get that.
Yeah.
Let me get that. So that was one of the bad ones I saw. Go ahead. You got one. I've got another one.
The dumbest one out there is the one where Tony becomes Eternity.
I haven't heard that one. That sounds dumb, though.
He becomes Kang the Conqueror because he's gone through time. And he becomes Kang the Conqueror, and then...
Well, that'd be kind of wild if they phased one of their biggest actors into a villain role.
Yeah, that would actually... He could be... No, this is dumb. Trust me, this is dumb.
It kind of made me go...
Eternity at the beginning...
The Eternity one's dumb. I kind of like the Kang
Eternity at the beginning gives either Tony or Steve Rogers an Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
And then they have to go through time and stuff and find...
Okay, I agree.
All the things.
Agree, this sounds dumb.
And then it turns out Tony is Eternity.
So Tony gave himself the gauntlet.
Yes, and becomes all powerful. And then at the very end, Ultron wakes up. Just out of nowhere.
Wow, yeah, you haven't seen Ultron Ultron...
I'll send you this leak. It's a leak.
Preposterous.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it's preposterous.
Another one, from the trailer description, it's Nebula and Rocket fist bump when they see each other.
I've seen this trailer description. I've seen that one because I've read that one.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's like they work on a big weapon and then they fist bump, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's bad.
Let me try to read. All right.
You read that trailer description. This might have been the one I've read, actually.
No, this is the plot leak.
Oh,
that is very fake. It is ridiculous. The movies. There's a lot of it. There's a lot. I'll read the big ones. The movie starts off with Ant-Man traveling back in time before the events of Iron Man 1 through a time vortex. He finds Hank Pym and they start working on a sling ring from Doctor Strange.
Oh, okay.
Somehow, Eternity ends up helping them for his own selfish reasons by giving them special gauntlets that allow them to control their movements in time.
So Eternity just shows up out of nowhere. It's like, hey, I fucking hate this Thanos guy. Here's an Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah.
That's like the only reason I could...
So, there's a future Thor and a future Cap, and they end up dying in a battle against Thanos and his army. And then they keep traveling across time to pick up all these things. And then it is so convoluted. There's half the Avengers are from the past, and then the half of them are from the future. And then the Infinity Gauntlet explodes, and all the Infinity Stones are destroyed, but Tony absorbs the power of them.
Right, because he's...
And then he becomes Eternity.
Ooh, I'm so confused. Like that. Wouldn't Eternity know eventually that...
No, it's dumb.
Yeah.
It's dumb. And that's the dumbest Avenger 4.
Did you see what the Russo brothers tweeted recently? It was like the blue light.
Yeah.
Have you seen what people have been theorizing what that is?
Like cock light or something?
Some people are saying it's Adam Warlock's tomb.
No.
They say if you turn it over on the side, you bring the saturation all the way up, and it looks just like the tomb from the Guardians of the Galaxy 2 post-credits scene.
They're not going to bring him in this movie.
No, not at all.
However, moving into this second part about this segment, new Avenger in the movie.
Yeah, I do have some theories on this.
But maybe Adam Warlock.
But I said I'd let you go first earlier before the show in our pre-show meeting.
Oh yeah. Adam Warlock, maybe. New Avengers. Nova.
What? Oh, Nova's not a bad one, actually.
Nova. There's my guess.
About that.
I don't think they're going to, but there's my guess. If anything, he'd be in Guardians 3.
I'm not going to play a huge role in this movie. Might even just be a name drop, but we're getting something from the Fantastic Four.
Okay.
We're getting something. They might not appear like physically. I think you're getting a Reed Richards. You're getting a Sue Storm, a Johnny Storm. You're getting something.
Maybe also another guess is Namor, the Submariner.
That was my backup one.
Yeah, I think they might. Because I agree. I think they might do maybe a post credit scene with the you hear like garbled.
You might even get the Baxter Building. That might be all you get.
So this is not. Oh gosh, I'm going off topic again. But
you're good.
Far From Home, if they do
what we talked about,
if they go to Latveria.
Wouldn't that be crazy if you got the Baxter Building and at the end of Avengers 4 and then the next movie you're in Latveria?
Yes.
That would tie together.
Yeah.
I'm liking where we're going.
If you're in Latveria, you don't have, and they just show a statue of Doctor Doom, they don't even have to say his name. That is our fearless leader, Victor Von Doom. Or something.
And it's not even him. The statue's not him as Doctor Doom.
No, it's just a picture.
It's like the Saddam Hussein statue
that
they tore down during the Iraq War.
Yeah. That's a really specific.
But but everybody knows that image because it's them pulling it down.
That is right.
Yeah, that's why I went to that because it's an iconic
All right.
Image. So.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. Still, just a wild.
So he's also a dictator.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fair. But I think if they're just in Latveria, you don't even have to show him being evil.
Yeah. Kind of be like Kim Jong-un.
Just a name. No, just Kim Jong-un. Just do a name drop.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I think that would play together very well.
That would be good.
And then you could get a Fantastic Four movie in 2020 or early 2021.
They haven't even started planning for it, though.
You're telling me they haven't even started?
Oh, they have. Actually, you're right. I'm wrong. You're right. They definitely started planning for it.
Because they know they're getting the rights back at this point. Like, it's 100% for sure. They haven't gotten them yet.
It's kind of like how with Spider-Man and Civil War.
Where they had two separate plots written.
Yeah.
And
they knew they were going to get him, though, right?
Yeah, they knew they were going to get him, but they didn't know if they were going to get him in time, so they filmed the airport scene without him, and then they got the word they were going to get him, and they filmed it with him.
Oh, wow, that's cool.
Yeah.
Any other Avengers that you might think pop up?
No, Namor was my second one. After...
Because they showed Atlantis a little blip during Iron Man 2.
Oh, really?
There's on a map.
On the map at the very end? Okay. Because I think Wakanda's also on that map.
Yeah. Wakanda, and then there's one in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
It might be Atlantis. It might just be a helicarrier or something that's flying. But, I think Namor or really out there, Alex Warlock or name drop Richard Rider, Nova.
Yeah, I could see Nova.
Yeah. All right. Last segment of the episode. This is a super episode. We haven't recorded. We haven't seen each other in a while, so
yeah,
we had to catch up and then yell at each other about NBA and NHL stuff.
Yeah.
All right, last segment. Worst death, since we're doing a death episode.
Yeah. All about deaths on this episode.
Worst deaths.
We'll each give our top three. We'll do Snake top three.
Snake top three. Worst deaths in the history of death. So most gruesome, most painful,
most meaningful, had the biggest impact.
had the biggest, but we're saying the worst.
Yeah, the worst deaths. Like, they could have been bad not because it was just bad for the person who died, but bad for everybody else.
Okay. All right. You go first.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, you got
I'm going to take the clear... This is a clear number one.
Damn it, you're going to take my first. Yeah, go.
Jesus?
Yeah, damn it.
Jesus. I don't know why you gave me number one.
No.
Yeah.
I was... Jesus was my number 2 pick.
Oh, our big boards. Okay.
Yes.
I wonder if your number 1 pick is my number 2 pick. Okay.
All right, Jesus. Why Jesus?
Well, he meant a lot to a lot of people.
Yeah.
He came back, so really he beat death.
Oh.
And then died again. So...
So where I was going with this, I was also going for like most painful stuff too.
I was gonna get
might not be fun.
Yeah, crucified, then locked in a cave for 3 days, and then he woke up and was like, "Oh God." yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Go ahead. Give me number one.
Jesus, that is a good one.
The clear cut.
Clear cut number one. He was not my second pick. He was more like
your 1B.
He was my first one. So my first pick
so you don't
for worst death.
You don't keep God number 1 or Jesus number 1 in your heart.
When it comes to deaths. See, I wasn't thinking about most meaningful, and I was thinking about like...
I was just going biggest deaths in the history of deaths. That's what I was going for.
Okay, all right. All right, this one's big too. Julius Caesar.
That's a big one. Et tu, Brute.
Getting stabbed in the back by your friend.
Oh,
and then all the senators coming at you, just
all your other friends
cutting you.
Yeah.
Come on, man. That's gotta suck.
I've got another one from ancient Rome on my big board, but I don't know. He might be an honorable mention.
I gotta think of some more. I had Jesus and Julius Caesar. Those are mine too. Yeah. I gotta think them out. All right.
All right. My next one, Hitler.
Wow. Yeah. Your big board contain your 2 draft picks right now are Jesus and Hitler.
Well, they both have to do with Judaism, so there's a theme.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
They were both.
Let's not do comparing Jesus and Hitler.
Well, they're not the same. They're not the same.
Let's not do that.
Yeah. No, I wasn't going to do that. I was not going to compare them. They were both linked to Judaism, is what I said.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I said.
That's all we're gonna say without that.
Hitler dying, big for the Jews in general. That was very good.
Okay.
Yeah. Most meaningful because he was possibly the worst human to ever live.
Joseph Stalin I'm not gonna argue about.
I think we've had this conversation before.
Joseph Stalin and Hitler were both terrible people.
Joseph Stalin killed more people, right?
Joseph Stalin definitely had more people killed.
Yes.
He might have killed more people himself too.
Yeah. Well, have you heard the thing about Joseph Stalin where like every single picture of him is touched up because he had this awful acne? Like there's he had terrible like facial scars from acne. So every single picture you see of him is like it's not what he looked like. He had all kinds of scars all over his face.
I believe that.
There's not an existing picture that actually...
He's a little bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Since we're making this explicit, he was a terrible person.
Oh, he's the worst. Him and Hitler are so bad. You can add Mussolini in there since we're getting into all the big fellas.
Mussolini was a wannabe.
Yeah, well, yeah, he was like their biggest... He was like a Kylo Ren.
Yeah. Now, there's also some dictators from the old Soviet Union in the satellite states that are almost equally horrible.
Yes.
That just had... Yeah, we won't get it. This is getting very...
Yeah, very historical.
Very historical. My second pick, Jonestown.
Wow.
There you go. I've been listening. Maybe not most meaningful, but just worst deaths. 900 something people all committing suicide.
It's pretty bad.
That's a worse death.
They invented a phrase though.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Want to know a fun fact?
Yes, I do.
I've been listening to Last Podcast on the Left.
I do want to hear a fun fact.
Last Podcast on the Left, I'm listening to their Jonestown episodes. That's why I thought about this.
Okay.
But they actually didn't drink Kool-Aid.
What'd they have? Punch?
They drank Flavor-Aid, which was an old...
No.
It was a different...
Wow, that sucks for Flavor-Aid.
Yeah. Well, no, it sucks for Kool-Aid because now it's always... associated with Kool-Aid.
You know what they say? Any press is good press.
So yeah, Flavor Aid must be pissed.
Yeah, Flavor Aid's so pissed that it didn't say killed by the Flavor Aid. It said killed by the Kool-Aid.
And you know what? Talking about horrible people,
Yeah.
Jim Jones was a pretty bad person.
Oh, yeah.
But the thing is, he didn't start that way. He did good stuff,
Yeah.
and then he just descended to madness.
Who's worse, him or John Wayne Gacy?
John Wayne Gacy.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Jeez, I don't know. Well, so Jim Jones, according to, he was the proponent in getting Indianapolis desegregated. He was the first guy to do that. He was the first. He had also the first desegregated church.
So he had a sadder
or first integrated church and all this stuff. He was.
So he had a much sadder fall. Like it's tragic.
All of it. The reason he fell is because, well, one, most of this stuff was all a selfish ambition.
Yeah.
He wanted to gain power.
Yeah.
And then he went crazy and did drugs and just
convinced everyone it's a great idea
to follow him.
To drink.
So one of his idols as a kid was Hitler, not because of
because of his public speaking.
Because of public speaking,
I've heard that actually. Yeah.
And he liked the power, or he liked how everybody looked up to him.
Yes.
But yeah,
people forget Hitler at the time in Germany was like people loved, like he's an awful person. He did terrible things that nobody can ever make up for. But at the time,
living in Germany was horrible at the time.
Yeah,
and he gave them hope and gave them a purpose. Now people, it's almost like falling in. It's a cult.
Yeah,
that once you realize that you've been following this thing that you've been following might be wrong.
Yeah,
it's like for your whole life, and your whole life gets destroyed.
Yes,
and that's one reason so many people in Jonestown wanted to, or what's the word? They all committed suicide willfully. Willfully.
Yeah.
So, all right. What is your
number three?
Number three.
After that talk, I had one, and now I can't really remember it. I might need to let you go again because I had somebody, and then we got
so you had Jesus, Hitler, and I. Good night.
Not feeling good about my top two. I feel good about number one.
Yeah, always.
Always. Number three. God, I had a good three.
My number three is a little bit different.
Go ahead.
You know what? I could think of so many. I'm gonna say this number three just because it just popped in my head, and we were talking about sports earlier.
Okay.
Bear Bryant.
Okay, you're gonna have to
retired.
To me? Oh, and then
retired from football. He died because he had no football.
I 100% believe yes.
That's horrible.
Didn't he get pneumonia, or did he just die?
I don't know.
It was something like that. It was like 2 weeks after he got done coaching. It was like, holy shit.
I'm not coaching football.
Yeah, that's like literally what it was.
I might think of another one, but let's hear yours.
Let's hear my
and I'll give you some honorable mentions.
Some honorable mentions. Dang, I had a lot cooked up, and then we got into the John Wayne Gacy.
No, all right.
John Wayne Gacy's not mine. That's not. No, I don't want another serial killer on the list. You know, I got one. Very, very meaningful death. He had a great life. He had a great life, and there's a lot of speculation about what happened shortly after his death.
Okay.
So it was Walt Disney.
Oh.
He had a very meaningful life.
You're just going all in with the Judaism connections.
Oh, he has Judaism connections? I didn't even know
hated
that.
the Jews.
Did he really?
Yes.
I had no idea. Oh, God.
You're just... Eric, you didn't tell us something.
No. Are you kidding me? I had no idea. Okay, I retract my statement.
No. That's fine.
I just like it because he created all these great things for kids, but now I'm rethinking everything.
No, it's fine. You're right.
But
he is very meaningful.
His head is probably frozen somewhere.
Ooh.
And I think that's awesome. That
all
he
right.
was like, I got lung cancer, but bitches, I'm not leaving.
Frozen my head.
Yeah, I'm not leaving.
All right. Let's do some rapid fire before we end here.
Okay.
JFK.
Yeah, JFK is a huge one. Abraham Lincoln.
Ooh, both shot in the head.
Yes, both shot.
Tupac shot in the head.
Biggie, not shot in the head, but also dead.
Dead. That's
Tupac's not dead.
That is right.
Yeah, take him off the list.
Elvis
Yep.
died on a toilet.
Dead. Are we sure he's dead? There's a lot of him around.
Those are two.
You're naming a lot of people that
Also,
are... Ooh.
Elvis would be like, what, 100 years old?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, Elvis,
He's playing
Tupac.
his guitar somewhere.
Both might still be alive.
Yeah, yep.
Rapid fire.
This is really bad rapid fire.
I can't think of people that died.
I can't think... Well, I don't like to think about death.
Now, this is the death episode.
Yeah.
Death. Death itself. It's dead.
Yeah, it's always waiting for you.
Hades. King of the dead.
Dead.
Hela from Thor Ragnarok. Goddess of death.
Yeah, but not dead.
Not dead. Might not be dead.
Ooh.
Uncle Ben.
I got one for you. I can't believe you haven't even said this yet.
Bruce Wayne's parents?
Nope. I'm going to give you one more opportunity. I'm going to give you one more. Yep. Your girl, Gwen Stacy. Dead.
Gwen, I can't believe she wasn't my first one. Oh my god.
Looking back on it now.
Oh no.
Looking back on it now, the fact that you did not have Gwen Stacy.
I did have
one,
I might have to. We might have to cut this whole 10 minutes and
I would actually really appreciate it if you cut it because I didn't realize mine had such strong Judaism connections. I had no idea about Walt Disney. It's the biggest upset of the year.
It's a very controversial topic. Don't quote me on it, but
Okay.
I believe him and Henry Ford.
Also, I said Hitler dying was a positive thing. I want to go back and make sure that everyone understands that. It was a very positive thing for the world, the fact that Hitler died.
Yeah.
I want to reiterate that it was not the same as the Jesus death, which was good because it cleansed everybody of sin. It was good that he died because he had so much...
No, Aaron, you said it. We knocked off Bruce Wayne's parents.
Bruce Wayne's parents.
And Uncle Ben. Right.
Uncle Ben, very dead. Tony Stark, dead.
No, well...
Chris Evans, maybe?
Maybe. Oh, we didn't do actors. James Dean died in a car wreck. John Wayne, he died.
I feel like John Wayne was the guy that, like, in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, like, every guy wanted to be John Wayne. Yeah.
My name's John Wayne.
Everybody wanted to be John Wayne. You know what John Wayne's real name was?
John Wayne?
No, but I don't know it either. I was hoping you would know.
I don't know it.
Okay.
All right. We should have ended it after Gwen Stacy.
We should have.
I
had to clear up a few things.
That is my 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
It's Gwen blank Stacy.
Yeah.
But no, actually, what were my 3? Julius Caesar.
Julius Caesar.
Jim Jones.
Yep, that was
from
the
From Jonestown. And Gwen Stacy. No, my third one was
not Gwen Stacy.
It was who was it?
Who was it? I don't know.
Oh gosh, these bad guys.
I know mine because I'll never forget them now.
Next week's segment You done messed up, AA Ron.
Yeah. I have to issue a formal apology.
Who was my third? I said it was a.
What? It wasn't Tupac or Biggie.
We did rapid fire.
Gwen Stacy. Climb the draft boards.
I'll go back and listen, and then
yeah. People will tell us.
People will tell us.
Yeah.
All right. That's a show. It's a long episode, Aaron.
Yeah, it was a long episode. I had fun. Did you have fun?
I did.
I hope the listeners had fun.
I hope y'all had fun, especially when Aaron compared Jesus and Hitler.
I did not compare them. They're on the same list, but for different reasons.
Okay, that's fair. That's as much as I'll say about that. Aaron, why don't you tell everybody where they can find us?
You can find us in so many places. Let me tell you. You go down to your local Walmart, you walk in, you take aisle 26, you walk halfway down, you get on your phone, you open up Twitter, you go to @podlazy, and you find us. We're right there. Also, while you happen to be on your phone, you walk over to the TV section, you look at a few TVs, you email us at lazysundaypod@gmail.com. TheLazySundayPod@gmail.com. This is all while you're in the Walmart. You have to be at your local Walmart to follow us at any time. Speaking of people who that died, do you know anyone famous who's ever died in a Walmart?
No.
Oh, me either. I was just wondering.
I know.
Okay. Then the other place you can find us, we have a Facebook page. Go there, like, share, follow, rate. Make sure your grandmother gives us a nice little message.
This was our episode for grandmothers.
Yeah.
All about death.
All about death.
They love
Grandmothers love to hear about other people dying
Yes.
because it's not them. So
Did you hear about Judy?
Judaism?
Judy. All right, we're gonna end it on that horrible joke. Thank you, Aaron, for that. Bye, everybody.
Bye.